I wanted poker songs. This is what I got from somebody else's poker jukebox. I think it's about time I started doing my own music. Anyway, we'll stick with it. This is part 1 of 2 of my Jennifer Harman show. As you can see, this is my Jennifer Harman desktop. It is based off a modified Microsoft Zoom theme. This isn't Vista, it's XP, and the black taskbars come from that. I made the wallpaper myself, and it has Jennifer Harman's Limit Hold'em strategy from a book that we'll have a look at a little bit later. The very last line of that says, "Limit Hold'em is all about pound, 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 no fear." Well, there's plenty of fear, and there's plenty of pounds, because I keep losing them. But anyway, this is my screensaver. It's just any semi-decent image of her I could find on the internet. There aren't very many of them. That's her Wikipedia image there. Hopefully one day there will be some more photographs than this. There don't seem to be a lot of new ones recently. But this is all I could get hold of. If you would like a copy of the wallpaper, or indeed the screensaver, just drop me a line. If you want another player, equally, drop me a line and I'll see if I can do it for you. Anyway, let's move on. First off, is my World Poker Tour chips. These have World Poker Tour on one side, and if I can do the trick, not very well, not very well when asked to do it on demand, has Bellagio on the back there. The Bellagio is the casino where Jennifer Harman plays the big game for millions and millions, probably untold millions of dollars. She played in a group of players called the Corporation, who played against billionaire Andy Beale for an awful lot of money. She crushed him, not to put too fine a point on it. And she was just recovering from a second kidney transplant when she was invited to play again, and fairly obviously she couldn't. And so Chris Ferguson wrote them a rude letter saying did they want her to bring the IV with her when she played. But anyway, ooh, what we got now? Annie Lennox, okay. Perhaps we're heading more towards poker with that. I don't think we are, really, but as I say, it's not my decision. Next time I'll find some decent songs. But anyway, move on to more what you're interested in. For starters, we have the trading cards. My card collection not very big on this one, I'm afraid. If you've got any of the gaps, I'd love to fill them in. I'm not really prepared to pay 40 quid for Harman, and I think it was Mizrachi was the other one on eBay. It's ridiculous, no way. I don't care if there are any 50 of them in the world. I've got hockey cards that cost a lot less than that, and there are 25 of them in the world. But anyway, that's Rosa Poker. Showdown Signatures with the famous full tilt picture. And this is the same series but from a different year, same picture. And it's one of those horrible stickers. Imagine if she'd been able to use all the space on that card. Much better autograph, much better autograph. But anyway, never mind. Moving on to proper autographs, we have starters this one. This is the official full tilt picture. I bought this off a private collector. It's autographed to John. Oh well, near enough, eh? Begins with J. One day I'm going to meet her and get her autograph in person. I was lucky enough actually to get her chatting over the internet one day, and I asked her, I'm actually a freelance journalist, and I asked her whether she'd be playing in the World Series of Poker Europe in London, and if she was, I said I'd meet up with her and buy her a drink, which she said thank you for. I'm hoping to angle an interview one day. This is 2005 edition of Card Player. As you can see, she's playing poker with the dog there. She's a very big animal lover. She has about 4 dogs, I think. She does a lot of charity poker tournaments for animal charities, but she also does some for her own charity, which is creating organ donation awareness, which I'm really glad I managed to get out the first time. She's had 2 successful kidney transplants. Kidney disease, unfortunately, rife in her family. Her mother died of it, but she's had 2 successful ones. This is a very good quality photograph. Very good quality autograph as well. of her playing in World Poker Tour Ladies Night, which is one of the DVDs I'm going to be looking at in part 2 of this. As you can see, much longer hair, and she has lost quite a lot of weight after the second operation. Almost unrecognisable, actually, on some of the photographs. That's that. While she was recovering from the second operation, Dora Brunson came along and said, well, you've got time on your hands, can you write me a book? A chapter for my new book, which is Super System 2. Super System, of course, is the Bible of poker, and she wrote the Limit Hold'em chapter in this. She is the best limit player in the world, no question of that. And it's a very good chapter. I'm no better for reading it, but I think that's more me than her. That's the normal paperback edition, but I also have, excuse my arm, the hardback limited edition, which you can see is a bit shinier, and inside that there is this caricature of all the players featured. You've got to laugh, really, haven't you? Jennifer Harman's unfortunately doesn't really look like Jennifer Harman. However, she is famous enough and good enough to have had a book written by, actually about her. Hoping she's going to write a book at some point. She's very good at psychology. That's how she manages to outplay people. And there was talk of her doing a poker psychology, but unfortunately it's never happened, and I don't think it will do now. When I asked her if she was playing in the World Series, she said she probably wasn't. She's doing some promotional work for Full Tilt in Germany in August, but wasn't planning to stay on because she'd be away from her kids too much, and they seem to be taking up most of her time now. She has twins. And so I don't think there's going to be any Harman book for the time being. But this is the book that's been written about her by Mitch Roycroft. He did a whole series of these. Superstars of Poker covers quite a lot of players. And what he was doing was, he was kind of saying, well, okay, young people are going to gamble, but let's get them to do it responsibly. Let's get them to play poker because it's skill. And so he did a whole collection of books about how famous successful players have become successful and not just thrown it all away, basically. Just bear with me for a second. Let's have a look at a couple of images in this one. Very, very good book, actually, given that it's aimed at kids, and it also has some really good pictures in it. So this is her with her husband, Marco Traniello. He is Italian, and he was a hairstylist, I think, when he met her, but they're now both professional players. They both play for Full Tilt. Then we also have her winning her Card Player Award in 2005. Next person to win that, I think, was Negreanu in 2006. We then have an extremely scary picture. I wouldn't play against anybody who can pull out that kind of expression. I'd be like, please take my chips, I'm leaving now. And then let's see if there's anything else. Quite a nice one at the back there. Fortunately, I do apologise, you probably won't be able to see these all that well. The video quality is grim at the moment. Okay, and last but not least is my new edition. This is my Full Tilt mouse mat. This is Team Full Tilt. I play on Full Tilt. I did not buy this with my own Full Tilt points because I'm bloody awful at poker. I got a pro to buy this for me on my behalf. From left to right we have Clonnie Gowan, Phil Gordon, Eric Lindgren, Jeff Harman, Chris Ferguson, Phil Ivey, Howard Lederer, Mike Machuso, Eric Seidel, John Joander, somebody I can't name, and Patrick Antonius. So let's nip back to the screensaver. And while that's running, I'm just going to tell you that part 2 is going to feature DVDs that Jennifer's been in, either as an actress or just as a player. Got quite a few of them, and some interesting comments to make on the one that she was executive producer in. As I say, if you want either the wallpaper or the screensaver, let me know, I'll send them on. I'm also willing to have a go at creating wallpapers of other poker players if you'd like one in the same style. Thankfully the cheesy music seems to have stopped. I'm guessing that the computer looked at track 3 and went, no, that's nothing to do with poker either, I'll give everybody a break. Hope you enjoyed looking at those, and I will see you back for part 2.